Welcome back, baby, to episode 142. I'm your host, Jermaine Cologne Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Moorhan. And as always, we have with us EPE. How you doing this evening, Nick?
Oh, yeah. Can't complain. Got me a nice crispy boy. Maybe a little bit of a sleepy boy. But it is what it is.
It's not the first time, won't be the last time. How you doing this evening, EPE?
Doing good. Teams 5-0, fantasy teams 5-0. As you can see, I'm not drinking with you guys today, but that's because we've come to the conclusion that when I drink at home, one is enough for me. So
One is enough to kill you, I think, when you drink it.
it's bad.
One drink equals 14 hours of headache. I think that's a pretty fair trade-off, personally.
I'd say so.
I've got a ranch water for you over here.
Not worth it, dude. Not worth it at all.
All right, so the lack of energy is due to the late recording of tonight's podcast, but we've got something special for you as always. We'll get into the head-to-head and the NFL Week 6 picks, and we have a communion with E. With that being said, let's go ahead and kick it off, Eric.
All right, so we're going to dive into communion with E. This is actually shout out to Nevada. He brought it up last week in the chat, so I'm going to go with it. It's a two-parter. The first part of the communion with E is what league has the most accurate MVP vote? Let's start with that.
Isn't
then we'll move into the second
podcast already?
No, we probably just bagged on all the processes.
The most accurate MVP vote.
Would it be the Heisman Trophy?
Yeah, maybe.
Even though I haven't agreed with the last few years, I think it's the NBA.
No.
No, you're right, because they give it to LeBron all the time.
I was going to say the NHL.
LeBron hasn't got it enough. Yeah, the NHL is the obvious answer here. MLB, I don't know. MLB is not always that bad, but they get it wrong way too often.
Yeah, they get it wrong way too often. As decided by the BBWA, who are a bunch of BBWAs.
NFL, obviously, it's a quarterback award, so we get it. Quarterbacks are important, but, I mean, there's some football teams out there that if you took away one other player, completely fall apart. So, I don't necessarily agree with that. Shout out Andrew Whitworth. You proved your value, sir. Yeah, I think it's NHL, and I don't think it's particularly close.
I don't think it is either. I would be very interested to see people poll the players of the leagues and see who disagrees with the MVP the least. Because that's how you see what MVP is the best.
Yo, that's big brain energy right there. Who said it was too late to record a podcast? That's big brain energy. I would love to just see that raw data.
And I think it's the NHL. I think you can get a lot of people to agree, like, hey, like if Connor McDavid wins the MVP, he's probably the best player in hockey. Like,
and that's my problem is MVP is not always best player. Like, MVP it can be like PJ Tucker, on the Bucks that led them to the championship. Like, that dude, we all know Giannis is the dude, but without PJ Tucker, they were a different team. And then we saw them without PJ Tucker, and we got that question answered. So I know that's an extreme example, but I always feel like MVP is more like that. Like, which dude directly correlates to win-loss? And yeah, it's best player, but then we watch best player carry a team by himself, and then we're like, oh, he can't do it by himself.
Right.
So I just think that MVP just needs a more of a nuanced approach to it. It shouldn't just be Aaron Rodgers because he's the quarterback everyone thinks did the best. More often than not, it's probably going to be a quarterback. Like Lamar Jackson, when he won it, ain't nobody arguing against that. 50 touchdowns, 5,000 passing yards, Patrick Mahomes, ain't nobody arguing against that. So, I think was a relatively easy communion with E.
Right.
Well, there's a second part to it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
sneak attack.
Second part. So second part, there's 4 major sports leagues, considered 4 major sports leagues in America. How many players do you think between all 4 have gotten 4 or more MVPs? If you can give me the number and then tell me who you think has the most MVPs across any sport.
4 or more. I think the NBA has the most 4 or more.
I'd agree with that.
The only other sport is probably MLB because they've been around for so long. And, Mike Trout could dominate for a 5-year
MLB
span.
players don't win a lot of. You will say one thing about the baseball writers is they have been very consistent with not naming the same MVP a lot of times.
So for this list of people that have won 4 or more, there's 1 MLB player.
How many people are on the list?
I was trying to see if you guys could guess. Do you want me to just give you that?
How many people have won 4 or more in all the major sports in America?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'd say 15.
Jermaine?
Oof, that's tough. I'm trying to think in my head. 4 is a lot, though. I think Nick is right. I'm going to go 17. Shout out Josh Allen.
All right. So the answer is 11.
Well, all right.
There's 1 MLB, 3 NHL.
Is the one MLB? Who's the one MLB? Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah, how many do you think he had?
7.
7.
Well, there you go.
NBA has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, they won already.
Wait, what was the other one? Oh, hold on. Say
NHL
it was one
NHL
MLB.
had 1 MLB, 3 NHL.
Gretzky, Gordie Howe, and Brett Hall.
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
No, it's not Sid the Kid.
Mm-mm.
Who was
Alex?
on that island?
You guys aren't going to get this because it was 33, 35, 36, and 38. His name was Eddie Shore.
Yeah.
No.
NFL has 2.
4-time MVPs. Oh, Jesus.
2 NFL, so Tom Brady.
Johnny Unitas.
Mm-mm. Not
Joe
Brady
Brown?
or
Jim Brown.
Joe Montana.
Mm-mm.
The Brady's not one of them.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy shit.
Jerry Rice.
Lawrence Taylor.
Come on, guys.
Offensive or defensive player?
Offensive.
Peyton Manning.
That's one of them.
Nailed it. Never a doubt.
Well, Peyton has more than Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom has 3. Peyton has 4, and this other cat has 4 as well.
Joe Namath.
Mm-mm.
It's another.
Let's just say he likes to get trippy.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, that man's.
I'm sorry, dude. Bill Walton. Just kidding. That's the wrong sport. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
But who has the most all time among any league?
Bill Russell.
Mm-mm.
The most different MVPs?
Yeah.
What do you mean by most all time?
The NBA.
The guy who won the most MVPs for his respective league, he's won the most.
Oh, who? Yeah, it's the NBA.
No. An individual person. Out of all the people on this list, who has the most?
Jabbar.
No.
Oh, Gretzky?
Yeah, he won 9 out of 9 in 10 years.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Dude,
I was confused by that question. I don't know.
The only
why.
year he didn't win it in the 80s was 88.
Yeah, it's an incredible stat.
Was he hurt?
I don't know.
I wonder
Let's
if
look
he
it
even played a full complement of
That's
games. in
that's an
88.
incredible stat. I love that. The only year in the 80s that Gretzky didn't win MVP was 88.
That's when he smoked a little too much weed that year. That's why. How wild is that? That
Oh
man is
no,
just
he
dominant, bro.
didn't get the MVP in '88 because he was traded.
So he was traded to. That was the year he was traded to the Kings, and he still finished second in voting, or whatever.
I don't. Why is the trade knock him though?
I don't know.
bet you both the teams he played on made the playoffs. Probably not though. If you got traded, the first team's not.
Mario
making the
Lemieux
playoffs.
won the MVP.
I'm not upset with that. He needed one. I'm sure he's got more than one, but
yeah.
How crazy, dude! The '80s were just dominated by Gretzky, and he was just not as marketable as Michael Jordan, man.
Okay, I mean we're bagging on Mario Lemieux. Mario Lemieux in 76 games had had 85 goals, 114 assists, 199 points.
Holy cow! He didn't make 200. What a bum!
They've been handing out this Hart Trophy since 1923. Do you know the year that the first non-Canadian-born player won it?
1972.
No.
1996. It was Mike Modano.
Mm-mm.
Oh, fuck
1990-91. It was Brett Hull.
Oh, okay.
We probably should have got that one.
Did Modano win an MVP? By the way, Eric keeps gazing at this. Probably not.
Nah, I don't think he did. It's not on the list.
Man, the NHL.
Dude, 9 MVPs in 10 seasons. Like, he was just big dicking motherfuckers. He would just get on the ice and be like, we're going to win. And I'm going to do something special tonight. That's unreal.
He was so good, it wasn't even close. Like, that's how. We missed Gretzky by a few years, but man, I'll tell you what, if we could have grown up in the age of Gretzky, I bet you that would have been wild.
I think we're growing up in a better I think we're growing up in a better time. We grew up in it's probably kids these days, right? We're adults watching sports in a better time, right? Because Brady's dominant, right? He's won Super Bowls, but he's not the only one winning. Like,
I think it's better when it's the only one winning because it's that.
You think so? I don't think so.
Sports is better when there is a dynasty to root against.
I disagree.
All sports are better that way because everyone has a unified hate towards that person. And it's to the point where even the casuals watch sports that way. Honestly, I don't know if we're in a better time because I can't tell you what a catch is in the NFL. I can't tell you what roughing the passer is in the NFL. The NBA has to keep legislating these rules out, and NBA players get paid by the fans, but they choose to rest and take their hard-earned money. Major League Baseball, if you're not one of the top teams, it's damn near impossible to put together a roster to win the World Series. I'm not saying it's impossible, but to get it done, it's very difficult. The best part is in baseball is that game is so ridiculously long that if you win the war of attrition, you can get it done. But it's the same thing every year. I have to hear about the Yankees, the Stros, the Dodgers, and they just pay to be in these predicaments. And God bless the fact that you only have to be able to hit a ball 3 out of 10 times to win the World Series. But I'm sick of seeing the Dodgers at the top.
Yeah.
Why they lose every year, but I'm sick of it.
What's it called? I always look back like I hated the Spurs for so long, and I was starting to hate the Warriors. But then you look back and you see Greg Popovich old as fuck, Tim Duncan with his hair lining up to be a coach. And you just miss it. Like, so it's yeah, you hate on it because it's happening and it's not your team. But like at the end of the day, we got to witness imagine getting to witness all 6 Jordan championships, as a fully functioning cognitive adult, who understands how hard it is to get to this league and how hard it is to do what he did. That's why that dude's so fucking loved.
And every year you root against him.
Yeah.
You naturally root against them. Everyone rooted against the Warriors until this championship. They became the lovable team in this championship. And you see how it transitions to now we're going to gush about the Warriors. We're going to adore them. And you saw the same thing about, even the stance with the Miami Heat with LeBron. Everyone hated him real time. Now it's just another team that put together 4 straight finals appearances. And then we still bag on them because
And only won 2.
They only won 2, even though they told us in the press conference they'd win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. I mean, they didn't even stop. I think the rumor has it
9.
they're still recording that segment till this day. We don't know what number LeBron's on. So, personally, I like the dynasty aspect of it. I think the commercialization and the desire for the dollar has kind of ruined some of the products. Like, bro, the NFL is a dangerous game. Like, I'm cool with changing some of the rules for player safety. That's tight. But, I mean, Tom Brady getting rolled over on another grown man's belly and then kind of hitting the ground on the left side of his body is a flag?
I love the clip. I love the clip that people are sharing from like Brady's rookie year, where the Buffalo safety comes up and blows his helmet back into, I think, row B from midfield. And they're like, this hit would have gotten that man the death penalty if you put it on Brady today. It's
bro.
So
and then, and this is my other argument towards sports, dude. We're yelling, bring back the BCS, and the BCS was a deeply flawed
it was
system.
so bad.
It was so
the BCS
bad.
was like, I don't know, 5 teams are tied. You figure it out. 5 teams tied for first place, but the 6th team is going to be in the national championship. You figure it out.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if sports are necessarily better now. That's just my perspective. There are more talented athletes now, but the more talent players have, I feel like the less IQ for the actual sports they have. We see more and more bonehead plays as the players get more athletic. And it's just like Deshaun Jackson not crossing the end zone with the football is insane.
So I was in Arizona for this game, for the Eagles Cardinals game, and it was like 50% Eagles fans there, and I just kept running into Philly fans at bars and just the random conversations that were happening. And this one old timer, man, when I tell you, because he asked me who my favorite Eagles receiver of all time was, and I told him I'm from the new school. I was born. I'm only 30 years old, so for me, it's either Deshaun Jackson. It's either Deshaun Jackson or honestly, we only had it for 2 years, but T.O. And when I said Deshaun Jackson, man, this man's face, it's like he watched his mother die or something. And then he just went on a 45-minute rant about how stupid can you be to drop the ball before you get in the end zone. And it was just, I've never seen so much passion and so much hate in one man. It was insane. It was insane.
Yeah, and honestly, the rant seems too short. That's how dumb that play is. It should have been an hour and a half, bro. Fucking dude, make it 2:30, and it's the end of a 10-year Marvel epic. That's how long that rant should have been. Okay, so we wrapped up Communion with E. We settled on NHL has the best MVP for obvious reasons. And so that kind of puts a nice little bow on that. Let's go ahead and get into head-to-head. Eric, can you read us the results for this past week and then the overall results? Poor fate. Not all the wins, just the win-loss.
Yeah, so you had Baltimore -3 at -115. That did not hit. They won by 2. Nicholas took Detroit +3 at -110. They didn't score a single point.
Lock of the week.
Missed it.
Lock of the week. I'd bet it 10 out of 10 times.
And then I
get for betting against the Patriots.
I took the New York Jets money line at +140. I did the math today. If you had followed all my bets, you'd be up about $500 right now. If you were doing
How big are you? How big is your unit size, Eric?
$100.
Yeah,
unit size.
bum.
You piece of shit.
You're
If this
such
was
a
a real
fucking
bet, what
bum.
would the unit size be?
Nothing, because he doesn't bet. Nothing, because he doesn't bet.
All right.
He couldn't even look straight into the camera. He did a shifty eye, went back to his keyboard.
Moving on. Jermaine stands at a whopping 1-3.
Woo!
Nicholas is 2-2, and I, of course, don't have a blemish on my record yet. I'm 4-0. And we are going to move into the Week 6 picks. So I'm going to get the DraftKings odds pulled up. I'm going to start with the Thursday night game. You fellas ready?
Sure.
Do you not have the odds pulled up?
Right here, right now.
Oh, you said I'm going to get.
I'm going to pull them up.
Okay.
By that, I meant jumping from one screen to the next screen. Anyway, so our Thursday game, which, why even bother?
Next. No,
Under.
give us
Under.
Is
Washington start yelling words,
both
bro.
teams to score under 10 points.
Washington Commanders at the Chicago Bears. Commanders are +1. Bears are -1. The over/under is 37.5.
Boo.
Commanders money line -105. Bears money line -115.
Boo. So look, Eric, I'm just giving you a taste of what you're gonna hear when you watch this game on Thursday. Boo.
I'm not watching it. I have zero interest in this game.
We said on the last podcast episode, the NFL continues to just lay stinky stinkers for us on primetime games.
Who's the dog in this, and are they at home?
The Commanders, and they're on the road.
The Commanders are the dog, and they're on the road. Okay, I don't want anything to do with it then. What's the under again, Eric? 42.5, or is that too high?
37.5.
Oh, that sounds more like it. Bro, you kind of got to bet the over and hope for the best, no?
Yeah, you kind of got to at this point.
Is the over plus money?
It's a divisional game, too.
No, it's not. No, it's
Oh,
not.
never mind. It's not. Don't listen to me. Whatever. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck us.
All right. Does anybody want any action on this?
Yeah.
Give me the over, bro. What's the over? Is that plus money?
No, they're both -110.
Oh.
I think I'll take the Bears -1.
Bears -1. All right. We've had enough of this. Nobody's going to watch this game.
I'm good.
This is ridiculous. Moving on to the first Sunday game. The New York Jets at the Green Bay Packers. Jets are +7. Packers are -7. Over under 45.5. Jets money line +250. Packers money line -300.
This is Jets at Packers, and Packers are coming off the London loss where Nick and I last week told you bet Giants in London because London is fucking weird. And so this is a get right game. Packers laying 7 still doesn't feel like enough.
It doesn't at all.
Because of the circumstance. Now, if the Jets pull it out, then maybe Zipper Zachy will. You know what I mean? So I think you take Packers -7. You don't change what brought you here because two teams that had no business playing each other in London played each other in London. It's your victim circumstance on that bet. You keep it pushing. You take Packers -7, and you don't flinch because it's still the Packers.
Nick?
This game took a complete turn when the line went down towards the Jets. I was more than willing to bet this game at 7.5 when I saw it yesterday than I am at 7. I want no part of this game at 7.
7.5 is a good bet, though.
This game opened, by the way. You could have gotten this game at Jets 9.5.
Jets +9.5?
+9.5.
Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen. If for some reason some psychopaths bet it back up to Jets 9.5, you got to hammer it. Man, if I would have saw early lines, I would have. That's a crazy number. The Packers have to win by 10? And if the Jets score at the end of the game, oh, man, 9.5 would have been fucking money. Oh, wow. These teams are not that far apart for a 9.5 line, but I digress. Let's keep it pushing, Eric.
All right, so the consensus is buy points, take the Jets. And just to give you an update,
No. Buy
just
points in a parlay if you have to, but never pay for buying points.
just an update for you guys. The Dodgers have now made it, or the Padres have now made it 5-3 in the top of the fifth. So it's getting good. Anyway, next game: Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bucks minus 8.5. Steelers plus 8.5. Over under 43.5. Bucks money line minus 350. Steelers money line plus 290.
Yeah. 8.5 seems just right to want to do anything with this. It's Pittsburgh going into Tampa. Kenny Pickett making his second career start. Now it's on 10 days. I don't give a fuck about the rest advantage. I think Bucks handle this pretty easily.
What if I tell you this game opened plus 6.5?
The line has moved 2 points in the favor of the Steelers.
Yeah.
Well, I guess 2 points in the favor of the Bucks, but you got
right.
what I meant.
I got what you
Holy
meant.
Cat. Plus 8. You kind of got to bet it with that kind of line movement.
For no real reason, right?
If the line doesn't make sense, to quote a good friend of mine, shout out Jordan, if the line doesn't make sense, bet it. This line makes no sense. Steelers plus 8.5. And just wait, that might go higher.
It could. I have it on certain sites right now plus 9.
That's crazy. All right, if the line doesn't make sense, I'll take Steelers plus 8.5.
All right, moving on to the next game. So we have the Baltimore Ravens at the New York Giants. Ravens are minus 5, Giants plus 5, over under 45. Ravens money line minus 225, Giants money line plus 190.
This is a fascinating matchup because we don't know what the Giants are because they won in London. We don't know what they are. Ravens minus 5 seems like free money though, or not. Nick, you agree? Disagree? You seem deep in thought.
I don't like this line. I don't like this line for 2 reasons. My mind is telling me no.
But my
model's telling me yes. Our Room 303 NFL model likes the Ravens to win, but the Giants to lose by only 1. 22-21, it thinks the final score is going to be.
Thread the needle. That's what the model is telling you to do. You bet Ravens money line and you take Giants spread. That's called threading the needle.
Can you parlay that?
At home. You can with the same game parlay. Now here is the interesting bet I'd like to pose.
God, you want a high blood pressure? Take that parlay.
Yeah, exactly. Based off what the model is telling us, if you agree with the model or you have some sort of feeling in your ball sack that it just fills you to the very brim, take Giants first half and then live bet Ravens to win the football game. Now, that can wholly blow up in your face where you obviously you don't live bet the Ravens if they're up 30 at halftime. But if the Ravens are down at halftime, live bet them to come back and get the W and for the Giants to win the first half. And I bet you anything the Giants are getting points at the first half. So, just an interesting way to approach that game based on the Room 303 model. What's the next one for us, Eric?
San Francisco 49ers at the Atlanta Falcons. The line is minus 5.5. The Niners are minus 5.5. The Falcons are plus 5.5. Over under 44. Niners money line minus 230. Falcons money line plus 195.
All stop.
I know where your head's at. I agree, dude.
We've hit a Knicks betting nugget. Eric, where do the San Francisco 49ers make their home? Just coast-wise.
West Coast.
Where do the Atlanta Falcons make their home? Just coast-wise.
Pretty close to the East Coast.
East Coast. Eric, what time is this game?
This game is a 10 a.m. game.
I believe we have activated a Knicks betting nugget. West Coast team traveling east early. I want every single piece of the Atlanta Falcons spread.
Bro, honestly, how do we want to say this? Almost upset of the week. I would not be shocked if the Falcons win this. Like that, this is one of those games that you look at and you're like, I don't know if this feels right. You know, you have to have some real stones to take that bet, though. Falcons money line, you got to have real stones. Let's keep it pushing, Eric. What's the next one?
All right, so we have the Bengals at the Saints. Bengals -2, Saints +2. Over under 43.5. Bengals money line -130. Saints money line +110.
Can anyone make this line make sense?
Nope.
Okay, so Bengals -2 then.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
All they have to do is win by a field goal.
Yeah, I don't see where it comes where the because they beat Seattle barely
On the back of Taysom Hill.
on the back of Taysom Hill getting an unprecedented 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, the obvious play here is Cincinnati -2. They just battled the Ravens, who are a mega contender right now. I believe they were on the road. Correct me if I'm wrong, Eric. They were on the road against Baltimore?
I think this one was in Cincy, wasn't it? Let me look.
They
in
were
Cincy?
they were on the road against Baltimore.
Yeah, they lost by 2 to Baltimore in Baltimore on the heroics of Justin Tucker hitting arguably one of the most accurate kicks of all time. I'm sure there's more kicks, but yeah.
It was by the way, it was the most accurate kick of all time.
Well, okay, there you go. So there you go. Cincy
Game-winning
-2.
probably.
Cincinnati -2.
By the way, for those of you out there, you should listen to Jermaine. This game opened as a pick'em.
This game opened even money both sides.
No, as a pick'em. So I think it was -10 both sides. Yeah, -110 both sides.
Oh, I always considered pick'em even on both sides. All right, still a pick'em. Wow, dude. Yeah, take the Bengals. Win by a field goal. That's all they have to do. Oh, Evan McPherson in a dome, right? Everyone says that kid's the truth, even though he played one season. Because that's what we do now. Because we let millennials and kids younger than them have social media. So, yeah, Cincy -2. All right, next game, Eric. That's the easiest bet I've seen all day, dude.
So for the next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Dolphins. Vikings -3. Dolphins +3. Over under 45. Vikings money line -155. Dolphins money line +135.
What's Tua's status?
Too soon to tell.
Too soon to tell.
What's Teddy's status?
They haven't. Yeah, they haven't released anything yet.
That's actually on the injury report. Too soon to tell.
Too soon to tell. Vikings then. Right now, if you're asking me to pick, too soon to tell, Vikings. What's it at? Vikings what? What's the spread?
-3.
Oof, I would have loved a 2.5 right there. I'll take Vikings -3.
That's bold, man. This Vikings team is just every year they're an absolute conundrum. Until they get rid of Kirk Cousins, we can find some sort of rhythm in their betting, but they don't make sense statistically. Anomalies. They're just. All right, next, Eric.
All right,
That's
next
all I
game.
gotta say about that.
We have the New England Patriots at the Cleveland Browns. Patriots +3, Browns -3, over under 42.5. Patriots money line +130, Browns money line -150.
Man, you hear Patriots as dogs and you think bet the Patriots, but this Browns team, they should have more wins than they do. What's the Browns record, Eric? Do you have that in front of you right now?
I do. They are 2 and 3.
2-3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, they should really be like 4-1. This Browns team is actually a very good football team. Well coached, disciplined. They make the right plays. They don't beat themselves. Feels like kind of how we describe the Patriots usually.
Usually, yeah.
I'm going. Browns -3 feels like a very easy bet.
I don't want any part of this game, so good luck to you, sir.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't want any part of this game, but he bet the Vikings not knowing who the quarterback is of the other team.
Yeah. Good. That's what I want.
Yeah, couldn't make a decision of a very straightforward matchup.
That's exactly how I drew it up.
If Mac Jones is back, do you want Patriots +3? A lot of dead space. All right,
No.
Eric, do you want Patriots +3 if Mac Jones is back?
I'm gonna say something controversial. I don't think they should bring Mac Jones back until Zappy loses a game.
Oh, no, dude. It's just a bad opinion. It's just a bad opinion.
Let the man play it out, dude.
Man
play it out.
You have no offense with Zap.
Oh, they put up 29.
You have no offense.
Who'd they play against?
You got
Eric?
5 field goals.
Lions.
You had 5 field goals.
How many points did the Lions score?
0.
And so how many short fields did that Patriots offense have?
Enough to win the game.
Enough to score
Dude,
29. Yeah.
If you're telling me there's one team that after this week will have quarterback controversy if they win, it's the Dallas Cowboys.
There's
You're
no
not telling me
controversies anywhere yet. No,
you're not telling me the Patriots have a quarterback controversy.
Mac
Jones is back. Mac Jones on one bad leg might be better than Bradley Zapp.
I love the
Rob Bailey's
audacity to just bury Mac Jones already. I love the audacity. Just unmitigated. He doesn't like him. His photo reminds him of too much of Tom Brady, so he's hoping he fails. I don't know what it is, but I love the Mac Jones slander for no reason. That's so funny.
All right, moving to the. No,
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, though.
Yeah, fuck him. Let the kid play it out and see what happens, dude.
So, all right, what's your stance on Cooper Rush?
I don't care who's back there. We're gonna kill whichever quarterback it is.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I don't care. I don't care. I would personally not bring Dak back this game because we want him to have a chance to at least play a couple more games after he comes back.
So completely unbiased, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to take off every bit of your Eric personality right now.
Mm-hmm.
If Cooper Rush beats the Eagles,
mm-hmm.
no, it's gonna happen. If Cooper Rush beats the Eagles, he's your quarterback.
Who's the Cowboys?
Yeah.
If you beat the best,
Cooper Rush beats the Eagles, you're 5-1. But Dak comes back, and you see Dak in Prescott. You see Dak in Prescott. You see Dak in practice, and he is fully healthy, and he's zipping the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you go with?
Gotta play the hot hand, man.
Unbiased, Eric. He asked you for your unbiased. Because you already smiling when you said it, bro.
Unbiased.
I don't know. Dude, obviously Dak is the better quarterback. You go with Dak. He gives you the best chance to win.
You sure? But Cooper Rush just won games for you against good opponents. You just said Cooper Rush.
Can I say
You just said Cooper Rush just beat the best team in football.
Can I say something real quick?
No.
Cooper Rush didn't really win those games. That defense is phenomenal. That defense is hitting people in the mouth. They're covering well. Also, they've changed the offensive system. a little bit, which they should implement that offensive system when Dak comes back to give Dak the best chance at success. But Dak is the better quarterback of the two, so I would stay with Dak.
Cooper Rush has not thrown an interception yet this year, and he has the 5th highest QBR in the NFL.
How many interceptions does Dak Prescott have?
That's a great question. Probably 2.
If he has more than Cooper Rush, I'm going to be blown away, bro. The NFL makes no sense. Why do we
Dak Prescott threw 1 interception in his first game.
No, Chance. Eric, I apologize for chastising you into your unbiased opinion. Stick with Cooper Rush, big fella.
I mean,
how unreal. We're not serious. I want to
Cooper Rush, by the way, 839 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 66.9 QBR, 5th best in the league.
What's his completion percentage? Do you
His
have that?
completion percentage on the year is 61%.
Oh, that's not that great, but hey, every is 6 and 10. That's fine. With CeeDee Lamb dropping how many passes now? So, like, wow, dude. The fact that this could be a question this year is unreal because Dak Prescott just got paid. You know what I mean? Like they literally they fought to not pay him for so long. They paid him.
I'm sure there's a trade workable.
Last
dude,
week against the Rams,
Dak Prescott for sure.
last week against the Rams was the only game as a starter that Cooper Rush did not have over 200 yards.
Yeah, he's not better than Dak, bro. I love painting the narrative and it's fantastic, but
Is Cooper Rush our generation's Jeff Garcia? Or the new generation's Jeff Garcia?
No way, dude. Jeff Garcia was a stud. Like Alex Smith isn't even Jeff Garcia, bro. Like, come on, put some respect on those players' names.
Jeff Garcia stepped up and led the Eagles to the playoffs when fucking McNabb went down.
I'm pretty sure he did that for like 3 different teams. Wasn't it Bucks, 49ers, and Eagles that he led?
What if I told you that Jeff Garcia completed 61% of his passes over his career?
I mean, that's just a coincidence, dude.
What's his yards per game, Nick?
Yards per game, 204.
What's his touchdown rate, bro? Oh my goodness.
He's thrown 100 and let's see, he's thrown 161 touchdowns in 116 games started.
That's a touchdown per game. What's Cooper Rush's touchdown per game ratio right now, bro? The problem is we saw old Jeff Garcia also. Like, you have to take peak Jeff Garcia for this conversation. But
dude, Nick Foles is more Jeff Garcia than anybody.
I'm just saying, Jeff Garcia was great.
Unbiased, Eric.
Backup quarterback that performs. What
Cooper Rush has thrown 7 touchdowns in 5 games started.
That's exactly. That's it. If you do the math, I feel like that's so ridiculously close. It's unreal. That's so crazy, bro. No, but it's not even true at all.
Jeff Garcia.
It's not true at all.
Jeff Garcia in career games started 58 and 58.
What's
Peyton Manning? Eli Manning.
What's Jeff Garcia's playoff stats?
Jeff Garcia in playoffs
Can't be good.
Let's see, playoff Jeff Garcia. Let's see.
Playoff Jeff Garcia is more like playoff Rex Grossman.
Oh, R.I.P. Obviously, he's not dead, but he's not dead. But
no, that's because the ghost of Rex Grossman still haunts us.
6 games, he's 2-4.
Yeah, what are the stats, bro?
Hold on. Let's see.
If only we had an executive producer who's just chilling on his phone over there.
No, I'm watching the Dodgers about to blow this lead.
So that's exactly what you're doing. So he didn't lie.
I thought the Dodgers were already down, though. Didn't you say the?
No, it's 5-3. It's the top of the 6th. There's runners on first and second, no out, and Josh Bell is up to bat.
That they already the Dodgers are up 2 or they're down 2?
They're up 5-3. They were up 5-0.
The Dodgers are up 5-3.
Yeah, they were up 5-0.
Oh, earlier I heard that Padres were up 5-3.
And now they've given up 3 runs, and it looks bad in this top of the 6th here.
Did Josh Bell just get on? Bases loaded?
No, it's a 1-1 pitch count.
Oh. Dude, Josh Bell looks like he's ready to tear these playoffs.
Josh
apart.
McBell this year looks like he's ready to.
Dude, this dude looks like he plays linebacker for the Steelers on Sunday.
Jeff Garcia in the playoffs, by the way, 58% completion percentage, 226 yards per game. 2-4, like I said already.
Yeah, no, not worth it. Not worth checking the numbers. No,
All right,
Cooper Rush needs to play 120 games. Let's get to the next game.
All right, we're gonna keep it pushing. We have the Jaguars at the Colts. Jaguars plus 2.5, Colts minus 2.5. Over under 42. Jags money line plus 115. Colts money line minus 135.
This is initially a game where I said the Jags might have swung a bit too far.
Icarus.
No, I mean like the Jags might have swung a bit too far from last week's defeat.
Oh, you're saying you should bet the Jags.
You should bet the Jags. But then I took a look at divisional games. Jacksonville traveling to Indianapolis has lost the last 4 years.
Yeah, this seems like a no-brainer Indianapolis money line to me.
Additionally, Jacksonville straight up with a rest disadvantage is 1-7. Against the spread, they're 3-5 with a rest disadvantage. Indianapolis straight up with a rest advantage, 6-5, 5-6 against the spread. To Jermaine's point.
Look, I'm saying the pendulum swung too far on the Colts in the beginning. And then the pendulum swung too far on the Jags to begin with. It's still early season. So, like all football, like Nick and I always say, it's a coin flip league, right? We're finally at that incursion point where things get right for the Colts and the Jags are who we thought they were. They're a young, talented, upcoming team, and if Trevor Lawrence takes the step, then the Jags can be a problem. But that still has not happened. I'll take Colts money line, and I'm glad to be wrong on it as the person who bet Colts -4 earlier this year. The Colts -4, who did they play against in that game? They scored 0 points. Was it the Falcons?
Stand by.
Somebody blanked them, and it was embarrassing. It was 24-0. Was it the Jaguars? That's what I'm starting to think right now.
No, I don't think so. There's also a team, by the way. Yeah, it was the Jags, 24-0. So revenge game?
Oh, perfect. Perfect. It's a division game. Perfect. Oh, dude, Colts money line. I love that bet.
Division game, revenge game.
I'll happily be wrong, bro. But division games are just weird. I'll take it, dude. Give me Colts money line. Let's fucking go.
All right, so our next game has the biggest spread. It's the Carolina Panthers at the Rams. Panthers plus 10.5. Rams minus 10.5. Over under 40.5. Panthers money line plus 390. Rams money line minus 490.
I don't like this.
How, Sway? How do the Rams get this big of a spread?
Thank you. Panthers plus 10.5. Eric, you don't agree?
No, I'm saying I can't believe after what we just watched against
100%.
Dallas, they shouldn't have the 10.5 point line.
Carolina's bad. Carolina's bad. By the way, I don't think Carolina's winning this game, but I think Carolina loses by less than 10.5.
Here's the thing. They just fired their coach. There's a new energy. There's a new excitement. Everyone on this team is getting a fresh start. And we could possibly see Sam Darnold in this game. Can't be worse than what the fuck Baker Mayfield's done in the first 5 games.
Hey, real quick, Jermaine, what's Sam Darnold's record with Christian McCaffrey?
3-0. One of the hottest starts ever.
3-0.
Everyone crowned Matt Rule as making the smart decision. They were grading that trade. Oh, the Panthers won this trade. 2-4 to 6 is not nearly enough. Sam Darnold this, Sam Darnold that, and then Christian, Mr. Glass McCaffrey fucking strikes.
So,
dude,
the Room 303 NFL model. based on what the Panthers have done this year and based on what the Rams have done this year, our model has the Panthers winning by 2 points.
No. Okay, that model needs work. Let's not tout this model. That is insane. A 10.5 point dog they have winning by 2. So they should technically be what? They're covering 13 points?
Dogs, by the way, 8-7 on the year with our model.
Moneyline dogs, 8 and
Yeah.
7. So if we just bet all the money lines that the model is pumping out, what have you been doing? You would be up an infinite amount of money. And if we're using Eric's unit size, I mean, we're up even more money.
I might be, if I'm using Eric's unit size, I might be up $1 million.
Fucking money bags over here. All right, get us
100 to Eric. I know you're looking at us weird. I hate you. We've bitched about this before on the podcast. When people go, if you were making $100 bets, nobody makes $100 bets. You go bankrupt if you make $100 bets.
I need fuck you money to do that. Like I need, like Dave Portnoy does. What was it? $25,000 bets. That's insane.
I mean, from my perspective, though, it's one $100 bet a week for the head-to-head.
But even Portnoy says, I didn't used to do that. He goes, I go with my bank account. He goes, I make $25,000 bets now because I have a bank account to support.
100. Yes. No, I know. We get that. All right, Eric. Well, you better be putting $100 on this next money line dog you pick. All right,
next game, Arizona Cardinals
Show us the
at Seahawks. Cardinals minus 2.5. Seahawks plus 2.5. Over under 51. Cardinals money line minus 140. Seahawks money line plus 120.
Ooh, this feels like one of those pendulum swing games too. That Cardinals money line at plus it's in Arizona.
Cardinals money line
It's
is
in
minus
Seattle.
140. It's in Seattle.
Oh, I heard Cardinals are favorites.
They're 2.5 favorites in Seattle.
I heard
this game.
140. That's my bad.
This game over the years, the last 5 years, from the least recent to the most recent, has gone Cardinals win, Seahawks win, Cardinals win, Seahawks win, Cardinals win. In Seattle.
Those are the games in Seattle. They've been all.
Those are the games in Seattle, correct.
Wow. All right, Nick, what do you got in this?
I'm going to take Seahawks win.
I'm taking whatever the dog is in this one, I'm taking the dog. That's where I was at. I was hoping it was the Cardinals because I was just like, they seem like a better team, but who the fuck knows? Geno Smith is a legend.
And it's Kenneth Walker season.
And it is Kenneth Walker season.
Is that a gooder? Oh, so you're saying it sways it more to the Seahawks is what you're saying.
Correct.
Rashad Penny's been good this year, though.
He's out.
Well, I know. I'm not saying like it's not like they're stepping up because Penny was
DB Seattle. RTDB. Run the damn ball.
Did not know where that was going. All right, Garrett, get us to the next game before Nick throws more acronyms.
All right, so the next game is the last afternoon game on Sunday. It's the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. We have the Bills minus 2.5, Chiefs plus 2.5, home dogs, over under 54. Bills money line minus 145, Chiefs money line plus 125.
Hammer the Bills, no?
The Chiefs are not a bad football team. What do you mean hammer the Bills?
Hammer the Bills minus 2.5.
Okay. I don't know if it's hammer. I mean, if you want to ride the Bills minus 2.5, but like, okay, let me ask you this, Nick. Any given week, if you could get Kansas City Chiefs plus money.
The Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, because I slurred because of the...
At home.
So to back up your point, Jermaine, Kansas City playing on Monday Night Football, meaning they have the rest disadvantage. Since 2019 with the rest disadvantage, Kansas City 9-2 straight up, 7-4 against the spread. Excuse me. Buffalo with a rest advantage, 6-5 straight up, 4-6 and a push against the spread.
And Eric just said they're a home dog.
And a home dog.
Oh, dude. Kansas City Chiefs money line. I'll take that all day. Like, for sure. Not even hesitating. I will bet Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. Yes, anytime I can get Mahomes at plus money. If I can get Josh Allen at plus money, I'd be making the same argument. I'm taking the quarterback with the plus money.
Right. All right. You've swayed me. I'll take plus money. Chiefs.
Bet.
All right, so we're moving into our Sunday night game. It is the Dallas Cowgirls at the Philadelphia Eagles.
By the way, sorry, Eric. Sorry to cut you off. That game opened as a pick'em, by the way.
Eagles Cowboys or Chiefs
No.
Bills?
The Chiefs Bills opened as a pick'em.
Oh, and the live movement is with my bet. Let's fucking go, bro. Hammer the Chiefs, as my boy Nick would like to say.
That's what I said. Whole
Go
time.
ahead. Go ahead, Eric.
So we have the Cowgirls at plus 4.5, Eagles minus 4.5, under 42.5. Cowgirls money line plus 190, Eagles money line minus 225.
Under 42.5, I'll take the over in that. That sounds fun. I know these defenses are really good, but the Eagles can run away with this by themselves.
Last 5, Dallas traveling into Philly, win, loss, win, win. So there's no real trend there.
Yeah, there's nothing to.
Fantastic game. What's the over under?
42.5.
Oh man, that under's trending down though. I would have taken the under if it were higher, but I'm not going to take it now.
So you're saying it could go lower based on how people are betting?
Correct. Yeah. So
if you can get like 40.5 or 41.5, I think that over is prime for the pick.
This game opened 45.5 total.
And we're already at 42.5?
42.5. Some sites have it 42.
I don't know if we'll see that much more movement on it, though.
They're betting it down, though. Somebody's already got them at 42. If you could get another half point.
Kind of crazy.
That's pretty crazy to me. I will take the over if we can keep getting points on this. Also, I have no clue what to do with this game. The obvious answer is to hammer the Eagles spread, but when it's that obvious, I'm going to take Dallas. I'm taking Dallas spread in this game.
And therefore taking nothing.
Yeah. I might ride Dallas spread, but I have no clue. Godspeed to Eagles Cowboys bettors.
That's an untouchable game, in my opinion.
Yep.
I know it's too hard to read.
The only thing that I could see is the overhitting at 42.5, but I don't know where Dallas's offense is going to come from. We'll contribute like 30 to it, but I don't know if Dallas is going to be able to contribute that much to it.
Thank you for being humble, Eric.
Is this the unbiased hat still?
No. This is biased as fuck.
Yeah, we know.
Hopefully we win 49-0.
How pissed will you be if your first loss is against Cooper Rush?
I mean, I'll be pissed that that on so many different levels that the Cooper Rush aspect probably wouldn't even bother me. Like the fact that it's the Cowboys, the fact that it's at home, the fact that I have so many Cowboy friends that are going to text me, and just overall in general, like this is not the week we should lose. Don't pick this week Philly to blow.
So you heard it here first.
Hammer Cowboys
hammer
money
the Cowboys.
line. Hammer Cowboys money line.
If you're listening to this podcast and you want to hear a good time next week, hammer Cowboys money line.
So as far as betting goes, I'm just gonna say this really quickly. We have one of the best defenses. We have two of the best defenses in football. One of the best offensive lines in football. So I think that the fact that the Cowboys don't have a good offensive line and we do, even though we both have great defenses, is going to be the difference maker. We're going to be a little bit more up in Cooper Rush's face. I'm not worried about Zeke. Pollard is quick and fast, but we got linebacker play now.
Nick, Nick, hold on. Nick, can you give me the PFF ranks for the Dallas Cowboys offensive line?
I can, yes. As Eric, keep talking.
I don't care what their rank is. The eye test.
Sorry, I thought that's what you pulled up.
I'm pretty
Nick.
sure it's not.
What did you pull up? Just tell us what you pulled up, Nick.
We got
a couple injuries on the Eagles O line.
So they've released up to week 4. Apparently, let's see if I can get more than week 4 because it's premium content. That's the problem.
Yeah. So just tell us what you were going to read on your phone before I interrupted you, Nick.
I was gonna say the Cowboys are 2-0 against the spread on the road.
Ooh, okay.
Eagles are also 2-0 against the spread at home, so somebody will be disappointed here.
Wow, way to go out on a limb.
I can't not tell both sides. I feel bad.
Yeah, but you didn't give anyone a way to lean at all. Look,
right.
Dude, take the plus points in this game and hope for a close one since both teams are very, very good. I'm betting the over just purely because I think that's a fun bet.
Just to give you guys a little perspective of what's happening this next Sunday. So, number 1 offensive ranked team in the NFL, Buffalo Bills. Number 2 offensive ranked team in the NFL, Eagles. Cowboys not top 5. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1, 2, and 3 ranked defenses: San Francisco, Buffalo, Denver. Eagles are 4th. Cowboys are not top 5. Passing, Eagles are top 5. Cowboys are not present. Sacks, Eagles are actually the Cowboys are 2nd. Eagles are 4th. Rushing, the Eagles are 4th. Cowboys are not top 5. Eagles have the most turnovers in the league. It's going to be a good game, but I think the Eagles are just the overall better team.
Now here's some stats. I'll throw some stats back at you, Eric. Right? You can read stats. I can read stats too. In terms of scoring defenses, Cowboys rank 3rd in the league. In terms of turnover differential, the Cowboys rank 2nd in the league. However, where they fail is offense. In terms of scoring offense, they rank 21st in the league. The Philadelphia Eagles are the best team this year in terms of all 3 categories. Number 3 ranked scoring offense, number 4 ranked scoring defense, and number 1 in total turnover differential with 9. That's 4 more than the second highest.
Okay.
Which is the Cowboys at 5, right?
Which is the Cowboys at 5.
I just want to say, can we get schedule adjusted rankings? Because I'm going to read to you who the Eagles have beaten. The Detroit Lions. Does anyone have the win-losses up? How many wins do the Detroit Lions have?
1.
The Lions are 1-4.
All right, so you beat the Vikings. How many wins do the Vikings have?
3.
4-1.
3.
4-1.
4-1. So you beat the Commanders.
1-4. 1-4.
1.
So you beat the Jaguars. They're now what?
3.
2-3.
2-3.
3.
Yes.
Are they on a 3-game losing streak?
Yes. No, they're on a 2-game losing streak.
2-game losing streak, and then
Yes.
you beat the Cardinals.
2.
2-3.
Yeah.
So we're at 1 team with a winning record on this list.
Okay.
So,
They're
look,
still
I'm
in the
not
NFL. They're still paid millions of dollars. They're still professionals.
Okay. When it's not the Eagles, I could totally hear Eric saying the opposite. That's why it's so funny.
I understand strength of schedule, but you're winning. Who else has won 5 games in a row regardless of the competition?
I was about to make the final point of this situation.
All right, go ahead before I pop a blood vessel.
It's good that you read the stats off for the Eagles. But what I'm saying is schedule adjusted matters. That's what I was getting at. So, yes, the Eagles on paper should win. But you know why Vegas creates these lines and there's a new group of a new generation that's addicted to sports betting? It's because the Eagles should win. But guess what? About 46% of the time, the other happens. And that's how small the margin is in betting. That's all I was making. That's all the point I was making. Because we could do the schedule adjusted with Dallas too.
To quote to Jermaine's point, as measured by average quality of opponent by footballreference.com, the Philadelphia Eagles have a negative 2.8 strength of schedule, where the Dallas Cowboys have a 0.1.
That's it. The Eagles should win. The Eagles most likely win, which is the reason why we're so confused on where to bet this line. I'm taking the plus points. I'm taking the over. And you thread the needle because the Eagles are the obvious choice at money line, but you can't take that because the value doesn't exist. Right? That's how small the margin is betting. People who are 58% win are considered fantastic bettors. It's insane, and that's what we chose to do with our money because we're knuckleheads. That's another reason why we have this podcast and we sit here and yell at each other every Monday. So
right.
Let's get into the Monday Night Football game.
All right, the Monday night game is the Denver Broncos at the Chargers. Broncos plus 5, Chargers -5. Over under 45.5. Broncos money line plus 205. Chargers money line -245.
Buy points and bet the Chargers -9.
Broncos country. The Broncos scored less than 10 points last week. I'm not going to hit that metric, though. Denver traveling into L.A. to face the Chargers. They've lost the last 2 years. Lost. Actually, when did the Chargers move to Los Angeles?
I think it's only been 2 years.
So, yeah, that's right. That is the stat that I looked up. The years that they have been in Los Angeles, Denver has not beaten the Chargers in Los Angeles.
Okay, and we're going to sit here and say the obvious choice is the Chargers, but doesn't this all build up to a random – Javonte Williams is out, Russell Wilson is hurt, the Broncos are the worst, and then we're going to sit here Monday night and the Broncos are going to have won 17-13.
As to your point, Jermaine, Denver, with a rest advantage from playing from Thursday Night Football, straight up is 3-4.
Oh, okay.
The Chargers straight up are 2-4. Denver against the spread with a rest disadvantage is 5-2. The Chargers with a rest advantage against the spread 2-4.
I don't want it. Look, we spent too much time on this game. Screw Russell Wilson until he gets healthy, if he gets healthy, and hopefully Justin Herbert's healthier and dimes everyone out, and Keelan Allen's back. But look, dude, hammer the Chargers at whatever spread, and if you lose, be fine with it.
This game opened -4 for the Chargers.
And what's it sitting at now? It's 5.5, right? Or what did you say the spread was at, Eric?
This spread is at 4.5. Plus 5 for the Broncos, -5 for the Chargers.
Oh, so it only went up half a point. Okay. Nobody. Look, I'm not touching that game. Ain't nobody betting that game. Let's go ahead and keep it pushing. That's the last game for the week. Now we're into head-to-head. I believe I'm first, correct?
Yeah, so Jermaine 1-3, Nick 2-2, me 4-0. We'll start the picks off with Jermaine. Then we'll go to Nick and then me.
I'm so bad at picking on Tuesday. You ask me this question on Saturday or Sunday, and I'll give you Dallas money line at plus 200 against the Rams. And now I'm over here 1-4. I'm just gonna take the Bears. Oh, Colts are. When we went over the Colts Jags line, were the Colts dogs or favorites?
The Colts have been favorites.
The Colts were favorites. Oh, I thought they were dogs. I did that twice. Look, I'm going to take... I don't like any of these bets. I'm going to take... I'll just take Chiefs money line. Fuck it. Let's ride it.
It's a good bet. I'm going to take Falcons +6.
Falcons +6? That's right. I forgot I gave Eric that bet. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll take
Are you good? You got Chiefs money line, bro.
I'm gonna do Cowboys +5, dude.
Wait, you're changing it for real?
Great pick. Yeah, Eric, you got
Chiefs
Chiefs money line.
I'll take Cowboys +5, bro.
Hell yeah.
I forgot I gave you Chiefs money line before the podcast, so I can't fucking sit here on the air and be
It's
like,
Cowboys +4.5 at -110.
well, sorry. I use the ESPN app when I'm doing the head-to-head. It has it at 5.
Wrong.
Because I switched it, I'm taking +5, though.
Nope.
Yep.
Nick, the Falcons are +5.5 at -110. Are you still taking it?
I'll take +6 on Bovada. Thank you.
Nope.
I'll take what I got. I'll take what I got tonight. +6.
Nope.
I'll take Cowboys +5.
Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm fine because I might even be tempted to take Falcons money line. So we'll go spread.
And I am going to take the Chiefs money line at +125.
Cop out.
He sat there, and he's just like, I don't like any of the money lines this game. I was like, Eric, you don't want Patrick Mahomes money line?
Oh, that's terrible.
And if we do the parlay like we said we're going to do, it's +720.
Oh, dude, this parlay could hit, too.
Last week was +756 and only one leg of it hit.
Yeah, by the way, I was about to say only one leg hit last week.
Yeah, but who had Detroit scoring 0 and Baltimore only winning by 2? Oh, yeah? Is that what you had?
I did, yeah.
Ain't nobody sitting here have that, bro. I was like, Baltimore by 3. Worst case scenario, a push. Like, goddamn Justin Tucker. You couldn't score 4 points from that far.
Coin flip league.
Bro, it literally is. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, Cowboys +5. You know what? Maybe I should just fucking take Cowboys money line.
Say Cowboys money line.
Just fucking be a fucking dog, bro.
Just do it.
Well, how much? What's Cowboys money line again, Eric?
-190.
What? +190.
Oh, +190. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, that's not good at all. Like, no, I don't want that, bro. Cowboys at +198 against the Rams. I'll take this. This is not the Rams though.
Right.
I'll be here. I'll see you guys next week when I'm 1-5. Or sorry, 1-4 because we missed week 3. The 1 week I had Jags money line against the Chargers. So stupid. So
I'll be there with you, brother. Eric, we got anything else to cover?
Looks like we've touched everything today, fellas.
all right, so that means they have nothing else for you. Follow us on Instagram, at Twitter, at Podcast Room303. I've been your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This has been my co-host, Nicholas Moorhan. And as always, we have with us EPE. We'll see you next time when you come on down and stay.